One of my passions has always been in the treatment and the training of the hockey athlete. We've been doing training with hockey athletes for well over 20 years. And one of the flaws that we saw very quickly, especially as we looked at injuries, was in the way that the hockey athlete trains for grip. Now traditionally, for some reason in our society, we look at grip and we consider grip only to be a function of squeezing something, whether that be a coiled device or a spring-loaded device or a racquetball, tennis ball. We've heard them all, and we can easily see that this approach is a very one-sided approach to hand exercise, and actually a very poor approach to hand exercise, at the very least incomplete. We, over the years now, have the privilege of working with some of the most elite hockey athletic trainers in the business, and we've compiled a few really simple exercises that we want to pass on to other athletic trainers, other coaches, strength and conditioning coaches, and even other hockey players, so you can get some feel of a real hole in the training market with the hockey athlete in a way that we can really look to improve our hockey athlete and reduce their risk of injuries. The real basic mechanics of what we're looking at is that as far as the hand muscles go, we have 9 muscles that open the hand, and we have 9 muscles that close the hand. The muscles that open the hand are generally located on the back of the fingers, thumb, hand, wrist, forearm, and elbow. Opposingly, the muscles that close the hand are located in the front of the fingers, thumb, hand, wrist, forearm, and elbow. So really simply, what we really have to study as far as a hockey athlete is how the mechanics work together. And whenever I grip something, whether I grip up, obviously hockey is such a grip dependent sport, whenever I grip something, the 9 muscles that open the hand are actually a stabilizer chain. These chains, we're going to show you very quickly through EMG studies, contract just as much as the muscles that are actually doing the closing, which we call the action chain muscles. So we have the stabilizer chain muscles of the grip, and we have the action chain muscles of the grip. And we want to tell you that when we strengthen and balance specifically both of those chains, that's when we see the maximum performance and the least risk of injury from repetitive gripping. We did our original study several years ago with Trevor Linden from the Vancouver Canucks. Trevor was gracious enough to go through many basic hockey skills, all kinds of stick handling, shooting, face-off, and when we really look and study this closely, there is a hole in the boat that we can really take advantage of, strengthen properly, and improve our competition, and again, decrease the risk of injury. In the EMGs that we're going to show you, we've done several since we studied Trevor during these different elite skills, but we've done many EMG studies since, and they show the same pattern. So we're very adamant about training these areas properly, and in this video we're going to show you why we are adamant about training in proper balance, and in a future we've got a few other videos coming to show you how exactly to do this training, where it's very easy, not very time consuming for the athlete or the athletic trainer in training or in rehabbing. So without further ado, we're going to go to our EMG patterns. Always notice that the green signal is showing the finger extensor muscles and the red signal is showing the finger flexor muscles. We want to show you and prove just how in concert these two muscle chains are, and how the stabilizer muscles contract in a co-contraction to support the grip action muscles. And then we'll show you why it's so important not to approach training anymore with just grip orientated training, but also training the opposing stabilizer muscles. Be really clear that we're not against using grip action items to train, but if that's all you use, you're going to create imbalance.